Hello friends, today we are going to do the assignment problem by the Hungarian method. Let's take the first problem, but before we take the first problem, I hope you have got with you the algorithm or this sheet that has been given to you for reference. Please keep the sheet with you and we'll start the problems referring each step, and please solve along with me. This problem says that there are 4 jobs A, B, C and D, and there are 5 workers E, F, G and H. They say that each person takes a specific time to do a specific job, and this is given in the matrix given in red here. That means when A does job E, he takes 10 minutes. If B does job E, he takes 5 minutes. If C does job E, he takes 3 minutes, and if D does job E, he takes 4 minutes, and similarly for all the 4 jobs the time is given. Now, as a good manager, you will always like to give the job to a person who takes a minimum time, and hence this is a cost matrix, or it is a minimization problem. Let us go step by step with the algorithm. So we have got the first step that says check whether problem is balanced one or not. So what is the meaning of balanced problem? Balanced problem means step 1 is whether it is 4 by 4 matrix or 5 by 5 matrix, whatever it is, it should be a square matrix. So I have got 4 jobs and I have got 4 workers, so it is a 4 by 4 matrix, hence it is a balanced matrix. This is how you should write in the examination. The second point is, if problem is unbalanced, make the same a balanced problem by introducing dummy row or column with 0 cost. Step number 2 is not required here because already it is a balanced problem. So let's go to step number 2 is not required. Let's go to step number 3. If problem is maximization, then multiply the profit matrix by -1 and convert it to a minimization problem. Now I know that cost matrix is given here, and hence it is a minimization problem. It is not a maximization problem, so step number 3 also is not required. Let's go to step number 4. Conduct the row operation. What does row operation mean? It means subtract minimum of each row from the row's corresponding elements. Remember, always go from top to bottom in a very organized way so that you will not go wrong anywhere. So let us do the row operation here. So I come to the 4th step. I'll start doing the row operation. What is the minimum of the first row? The minimum of the first row is 10, right? So I will subtract this from the corresponding elements of this row. So what will I get? I get here A, B, C and D. I have E, F, G and H. So I'll subtract A from this row. So 10 minus 10 is 0 here. Let me take the red pen so that it becomes more easier for you to understand. It becomes 0, the new matrix. So from 25 I minus 10, it becomes 15. From 12 I minus 10, it becomes 2. From 15 I minus 10, it becomes 5. Now I go to the second row, that is row B. What is the minimum here? It is 4. So I subtract 4 from the corresponding elements of row B. So 5 minus 4 is 1. 6 minus 4 is 2. 4 minus 4 is 0. And 10 minus 4 is 6. The minimum of row C, it is 2. So I will minus 2 from 3, it is 1. From 15 I minus 2, it is 13. From 6 I minus 2, it is 4. From 2 I minus 2, it is 0. The minimum of row D is 1. So I minus 1 from 4, I get 3. I minus 1 from 1, it is 0. I minus 1 from 2, it is 1. And from 12 I minus 1, it becomes 11. So I have completed my row operation, that is step number 4 is completed. So 1 is complete, 2 is complete, 3 is complete, and step number 4 is also completed. Now I'll go to step number 5. The step number 5 says conduct column operation. Now as it was row operation, row, what did we do? We minus the minimum of that row from the corresponding elements of the same row. So in column also it is the same thing. Subtract minimum of each column from the column's corresponding elements. And here always go from left to right. Understand one thing, if I have 0 in a particular row, then the minimum is 0. If I minus it from all these, the matrix is going to remain the same. So let us do row operation. Let me do row operation. So if I take the fifth step, what I'm going to get, what is minimum of column A? It is 0. If I minus 0 from 0, it is 0. If I minus 0 from 1, it is 1. If I minus 0 from 1, it is 1. If I minus 0 from 3, it is 3. So here also I have got a 0, here also I got a 0, here also I got a 0. So everywhere the minimum is 0. So the fifth step remains the same, or I get the same matrix. Alright. Now let us see what is the next step. It says, step number 6 says, select that row or column which has a minimum number of 0. Make an allocation there and draw a line either horizontally or vertically so that maximum number of zeros will be cancelled. Here you search from top to bottom. So what we'll do, I have to find out a row which is having minimum number of zeros. So let us start searching. Okay, so always go from top to bottom. Wherever you get first time, allocate there. So I take first row A. Okay, now how many number of zeros are here? I got 1 0. Okay, so I will allocate here. Draw a line to cancel maximum number of zeros, either horizontally or vertically. If I cancel like this, there are no zeros. If I cancel like this also, I do not cancel any zero. So it does not matter how you want to cancel. You can just draw a line as you want and call it as allocation number 1. Start from top to bottom again. Remember, we are doing from top to bottom and left to right. So once you finish from top to bottom, then you go from left to right. Now first row is over. Let's go to the second row. Okay, find the minimum number of zeros. I have got 1 0 here. Okay, here I have got 1 0. Allocate there. Draw a line to cancel maximum number of zeros. Now if I draw a vertical line also, I cannot cancel any zeros. If I draw horizontal line also, I cannot cancel any zeros. Draw however you want. You can cancel it like this and say it is 2. Let's go to row 3. Find minimum number of zeros in this whole matrix. So I see that it is there in C and it is there in D also. So you can take C. You can go anyhow you want. I select this. I allocate here. Draw a line to cancel maximum number of zeros. Nothing gets cancelled. If I draw vertical also, no zeros get cancelled. Cancel however you want. Chalo, this time we'll do vertical. I cancel this. I call it as allocation number 3. Then I have got only 1 0 left here. This is the 0. I make an allocation here and cancel all possible zeros that are there. I don't have any zeros anywhere. So you draw line either horizontally or you draw line vertically, however you want. I'll draw vertically and cancel it and I'll call it as number 4. Right? Now what does it say? 7th step. 7th step says if number of lines drawn is equal to order of matrix, the solution is optimum and stop. Else go to step number 8. Let's not go to step number 8 now. Let's see whether number of lines drawn are equal to the order of the matrix. How many lines are drawn? I've drawn 1, 2, 3 and 4. So number of lines drawn is equal to 4 and order of matrix is equal to 4. Therefore solution is optimum. Okay, and my allocations would be as follows and the cost would be as follows. My allocation would be, I will write it here. My allocation would be A will do which job? Will do E job because I have allocated here. Okay, that means I have allocated here. What is the cost? I have to take this cost here. It is rupees 10. B will do which job? It will do G job. Okay. So B will do job G. Okay. So what is this? It is here. Right. So what is the cost? It is rupees 4. D will do which job? I'm sorry. It is C will do which job? C will do job H. C will do job H. That is, it is C will do job H. What is the cost? It is 2 rupees. And D will do which job? D will do job number F here. Okay. F. Job number F. It will do job number F, that is here. What is the cost? It is 1 rupee. So total cost is equal to 10 plus 4, 14 plus 2, 16 plus 1 is 17. This is the most optimum allocation that you can get by doing Hungarian method. Try any other possible solution, any other possible allocation, you will not get a cost lower than 17 rupees. Friends, you may be a little confused that how do I draw the lines, vertical or horizontal. Okay, because this is a very simple problem. As we go to the next problem, you will understand how to draw the lines horizontally or vertically. Just go with the steps that are given in the algorithm. So next video we are going to take another problem for assignment. Thank you.